Adventure to the Moon. "I am bored," said Andrew, a 5-year-old boy. "I want to go on an adventure." Andrew looked around his room, and he saw a picture book of the solar system on his desk. That gave him an idea. "I want to go on an adventure to the moon," said Andrew. "I want to be an astronaut." Andrew thought about how he could be an astronaut, and he wasn't sure how he could do it. "The moon is so far away," said Andrew to himself. "How will I ever be able to get to it?" "You can build a rocket ship," said Andrew's best friend Peter. "Yes," said Andrew. "A rocket ship. That is how I will get to the moon." Andrew and Peter built a rocket ship out of a cardboard box. They covered the outside of it with tin foil. "Are you ready to go to the moon now?" asked Peter, when the rocket ship was finished. "Yes," said Andrew. "I am ready to go to the moon." Peter started the countdown. 10, 9, 8, said Peter. Andrew and the cardboard rocket ship flew off into space. They flew past the tall buildings and the tall trees. They flew past the clouds, and then they flew through the atmosphere. "Oh, look at all the pretty stars in the sky," said Andrew to himself. Andrew liked flying around in space. It was very quiet there. Andrew had a lot of time to look out the window of his rocket ship. Pretty soon, a big round object came into view. "There is the moon," exclaimed Andrew. Andrew was so excited to see the moon that he forgot to land on it. "Oh dear," said Andrew. "I forgot to land on the moon. I guess I will have to orbit it and then land." Andrew steered the rocket ship around the moon, and this time, when he saw the landing site, he carefully landed his rocket ship on the surface. "Oh my," exclaimed Andrew, getting out of the rocket ship and walking around the surface of the moon. "It sure is lonely looking here. I think I will go and explore it some more." Andrew took his space vehicle out of his rocket ship, and he drove around the surface of the moon. "All I see is dust and craters," said Andrew. Andrew put the space vehicle into the rocket ship, and he headed back home. He enjoyed seeing the green grass and the green leaves on the trees. He had a whole new appreciation for the things that were on Earth. "You wouldn't believe how dusty and lonely the moon was," said Andrew when he arrived back home. Pirate Ship Adventure. Sammy was a 6-year-old little boy who lived in an imaginary world with his imaginary friends. One day, Sammy was pondering what he wanted to do for an adventure. He decided that he wanted to go on an adventure on a pirate ship, and he wanted to find some buried treasure. "Oh yes," dreamed Sammy. an adventure on a pirate ship would be just the adventure I need. Sammy thought long and hard about the new adventure he wanted to go on. He thought about how much fun it would be to actually meet up with some pirates. However, then he started to think about the danger he could face with the pirates, and he was a little reluctant to go on a pirate ship adventure. Sammy found his best friend, Stephen, sitting outside on a big rock. "Stephen," said Sammy, "I was thinking of going on an adventure on a pirate ship." "Oh, now, that would be some adventure," said Stephen, "being on the high seas, rocking back and forth in the waves. However, do you know how dangerous that adventure would be?" "Yes," said Sammy. "That is why I am thinking twice about going on it." "I see," said Stephen. "That is probably a smart move. However, what if you were to board the pirate ship without the pirates seeing you? If you did that, you wouldn't have to fear the pirates, because they wouldn't know you were there." "Now," said Sammy, "that is a plan. Okay, I am going on an adventure on a pirate ship." Sammy walked down to the ocean front, and he saw a pirate ship sitting in the bay. The ship was dirty looking and very dark, but that did not deter him. Sammy waited until all of the pirates had gotten off the pirate ship, and then he quickly boarded it. He found an old wooden crate at the far end of the ship, and he hid behind it. A few hours later, Sammy saw that the pirates were returning to the ship, and in minutes of their return, he felt the ocean waves building up around him on both sides. He felt the ship moving further into the deep waters of the ocean. Once they had gotten quite a ways out into the ocean waters, Sammy overheard a conversation between the pirates about a treasure chest that they were going to find. "It is located on that little island we visited last week," said the one pirate. "Where on the island?" asked the other. "Underneath the tallest tree on the island," said the first pirate. Once the pirates had landed the ship on the island, Sammy waited until the coast was clear, and then he stepped down off the ship and onto the island. Sammy looked all around the island, and he saw the tallest tree on the other end of the beach where he was standing. He made his way over to it. He looked underneath the tree, and he had found the treasure chest. He was so excited that he wanted to shout, but he knew the pirates would find him if he did. Sammy lifted the lid on the treasure chest, and he saw jewels and coins glitter in the sunlight. He was just going to pick up one of the jewels when he saw pirates coming straight toward him. Sammy ran in the opposite direction as quickly as he could. He didn't want the pirates to chase him. He found a cave, and he hid there. He watched as the pirates lifted the treasure chest and carried it toward their ship. Sammy was relieved that they hadn't caught him. After the pirates had left, he turned around inside the cave he was in, and he saw treasure chest after treasure chest lined up against the far wall of the cave. "I am so rich," explained Sammy happily. Sammy built himself a raft, and he drifted home. He told Stephen about the treasure, and they both decided they were going to go back to the island and bring the treasure chests home so they could share the treasure with their family and friends. "Thank you for sharing the treasure with me," exclaimed Sammy's mother when he gave her a treasure chest, all for herself. Sammy and Stephen's family and friends were very happy, and they decided they would make a special holiday in Sammy and Steven's honor. The Magical Frog. Lily, a young girl of 7 years old, was sitting on a park bench, reading her favorite book. She was getting sleepy, so she laid her sweater on the bench and laid down on top of it. "Lily," someone called to her while she was sleeping. "Wake up." Lily woke up from her sleep, and she saw a frog sitting on the very edge of the park bench. The frog was talking to her. She couldn't believe it, so she rubbed eyes and opened them again. It didn't make a difference, though. The frog was still there, and he was still talking to her. "Why are you talking to me?" asked Lily. "Frogs aren't supposed to be able to talk." "Well," said the frog, "I can talk because I am magical." "I don't believe you," said Lily. "Prove to me that you are magical." "Okay," said the frog. "Do you see that nice big stone over there on the walkway?" "Yes," said Lily. "I do." "Good," said the frog. "Please, go pick it up." "Okay," said Lily. Lily picked up the stone, and she held it in her hand. "Do you feel something different about that stone?" asked the frog. "Well," said Lily, "yes, I actually do. It is warm." "Good," said the frog. "Now hold out your end toward me and put the stone in the center of your palm." Lily did as she was told. "Hocus pocus," exclaimed the frog. "Hocus pocus. Please turn this stone into a gem right in front of our eyes." Lily couldn't believe it, but there in her hand was the most beautiful gem that she had ever seen. It was a bright blue color, and it gleamed radiantly in the sunlight. "I can't believe this," said Lily. "You really are magical." Lily sat in amazement, staring at the beautiful gem in her hand. "It is beautiful," said Lily. "So, do you like the gem?" asked the frog. "Yes," said Lily. "Yes, yes, I do." "It is magical," said the frog. "What do you mean?" asked Lily. "Make a wish," said the frog. "I wish for an ice cream cone," said Lily. In an instant, a large ice cream cone was in Lily's hand. "Oh my," exclaimed Lily, licking the ice cream cone. "You must use this gem for good only," said the frog. "Thank you," said Lily. Lily took the gem and finished her ice cream cone. She fell back to sleep on the park bench. "Wake up, Lily," a familiar voice said. Lily woke up, and she saw her mother standing over her. She looked down at her hand. The gem was still there. "My," exclaimed Mother, "what a beautiful gem you have. Where did you get it from?" "I got it from a magical frog," said Lily. Lily took her gem home with her, and every day she used it to wish for something good to happen. And every day something good did happen. "Can I see your magical gem?" asked her older brother Theodore one day. "I guess," said Lily. "Why do you want to see it?" I want to wish that I don't have to go to school tomorrow, said Theodore. You can't, said Lily. Theodore grabbed the gem and hid it behind his back. Hocus pocus, laughed Theodore. I wish that I don't have to go to school tomorrow. All of a sudden, the gem disintegrated into dust. My beautiful gem, cried Lily. What have you done? Mother came into Lily's room to find out what the commotion was. Theodore used my gem for something bad, said Lily. Oh dear, exclaimed Mother, cleaning up the dust from the gem. I wish I had my gem back, said Lily. I would keep it away from Theodore if I did. All of a sudden, the dust on the dustpan turned back into Lily's precious gem. She hid the gem under her mattress and would only play with it when Theodore wasn't around.